So here is my completed pack. Soldered construction using 2.5mm copper wire. The pack was chilled in the freezer prior to soldering to minimise any heat build up, and it's my sort of postulation that the domestic battery spot welders put so much heat into a cell anyhow that the sort of heat build up you get from soldering a pack that's come straight from the fridge is similar. And I mean, I've seen some of these 18650s welders welding with 5 pulses, so, and the connections there are great, they're not going to fall off. I've load tested the battery. None of these 2.5mm copper wires got warm or hot. That's the tool that I used to do the soldering with. It's basically a 300-watt soldering iron in a drill press, and I just press it down. I mean, I could do some work on that tip. It's a bit, as you can see, it's all disappeared at the bottom, the corrosive sort of aspect of the flux. That would have been better just being a straight copper bar, and then I could have kept regrinding it to a tip. And the other soldering iron there that I also used. So soldering for me is better than spot welding, especially if you've got the technique and the skill. So I've got me BMS system there in wiring, but I messed up the plug, try to get the plug in, so that's not connected at the moment, hence I've had to wire another neutral in straight directly to the pack so I can charge it up. Charging at 1.6 amps, 42 volts. And how did the battery sort of stand up? Sorry, hit the off button there. So that's the load that I applied to my battery. Basically six lamps, 21 watts, 12 volts, 3 in series, 2 in parallel. Gives us a total load of 126 watts. So that's how it held up. Now, one half of the battery I sort of balance charged, and so you can see 4.2, 4.19, 4.21, 4.21, 4.19. And this half of the battery I just threw the batteries in, put the batteries in and made it, and didn't take them up to that higher capacity. So that's how the battery ran. It ran for 3.75 hours. We're hoping for 4 hours, but at the 15-minute plus mark the alarm sounded on the second half of the battery, string 4, which is string 9 really. The alarm sounded at 2.96, and I did reset the alarm on the voltage monitor to 2.7 volts, but it very quickly, within minutes, it dropped down to that. So this battery is made up of about all different capacity cells. Some are 1500, some are 2500. I did use repacker to determine where the cells were placed, but I'm guessing once those lower capacity cells have given up, they start to draw power from the larger cells, and they very soon drop. But at that, a bit disappointed, because I did charge that up to 4.21 volts, and it went down to 2.96 and sounded the alarm. So my pack will do 3.75 hours at 250 watts, which is about, no, it'll do 3¾ hours at 126 watts. At 250 watts, we're talking 1 hour 50 minutes, which is about an 18-mile range without pedalling, without no pedal assist. That's not bad for a first battery. Like I say, the cells, these little pale green cells, are very low capacity. Yeah, I did the darker green cells at much a higher capacity. I think they're about they're coming out at 2.2. These are coming out at 1200. So if the whole pack would have been built with them, yeah, I'd have had a lot more range. And these are my voltage monitors. I've got a piece of trailer wire here, that's 13 core trailer wire, wired to all positive cells in a 5S configuration. It's a 10S battery, but I've wired them in 5S, and I've got 2 voltage monitors there. And at the moment I'm recharging it. I'm having to use a chocolate block because I've knackered the connector, so I need a new connector to solder that up. So we're recharging 17.7. This is bulk charging without a BMS. All 17.7. That needs to go to about 21. I'd be interested to see how, when it gets to 21 volts, how is it dispersed at 21 volts between the 5 different groups. Have they charged anything like equally, or are some groups well undercharged and some groups are overcharged, which I think they will, especially because there's no BMS. So this is a bulk charge to see how bulk charging works. How good is it? I don't think it's the way to go. I think for these kind of packs made out of old batteries, you need to sort of balance charge. You need to chance the strings individually with a hobby charger. So